So for my live shows, one of the things I do is customize the MIDI controllers, pink and white. I love it. It's sort of reminiscent of the Jean-Michel Houston Leon album cover, you know, with the KX5 and the neon pink going on there. I love that. And plus, underneath stage lighting, this white then can become whatever colour you want. And it's just a little bit different and really simple. And what I do is rough, really rough. But from afar, it looks all right. So this is actually the original one I'd done back in 2017, I think. So now Lisa's V61, I think. Yeah, V61. And yeah, I'd give this the pink and white treatment. This got absolutely soaking wet. I mean, I was playing in live torrential rain, hammering down. No covers, nothing. And fair play, it stood up and it still works brilliantly now. I haven't even repaired it since then or given it a service. And it still works nice apart from the encoders are a little bit dodgy there. Yeah, so this is the second one I've done then. A little bit nicer, still rough and ready around the edges, but I can touch all that up. So what I'm going to do is this Impulse I'm going to do the same treatment with. So it'll be white, probably, yeah, pink fader knobs and these knobs there. It's weird, you know, saying the knob and grinning, can't help it. I'm just immature. I'm probably sort of, where the red is, that'll be pink and that'll be white on the sides. And I have got another one, CME, that I'm going to do as well there. And the great thing about using MIDI controllers live, something happens to it, check it away, next one. And that's what I'm going to do it with. So I got the neon pink just for the knobs and everything. Standard white spray, and I do have then the primer sealant to go over it as well. So let's see how it goes, and it gives me an excuse as well to test out this new lapel mic as well. So there we go, here we go. Yes, we got it all apart now, and before I do anything I always mark up all the cables, etc. But what I've noticed on here, if we zoom in nice, you can see that each socket is labelled to where it should go, so that's quite handy. Today's video is sponsored by Horrible Life Shampoo. If you just take a quick look, brilliant. That's all I wanted to do. No more than that.
What? Horrible Life Shampoo. Horrible Life Shampoo.
So got nearly everything apart now. Didn't want to take the keyboard bed out, but I had to just to get to the screws. And these things here, I'm gonna have to sort of drill those holes out to separate that, and I'll epoxy it back on, no big deal. And there's one thing I did notice as well, is a lot of the functions are actually on the buttons of this, which is good, rather than being on the body itself. But obviously when I spray it, I have no intention of putting a silk screen over with everything. It's not a lot when I'm on stage that I'll be using, they'll just be sitting there ready to be used, if you see what I mean. But that's pretty handy as well. Right, so the next thing is get these mod wheels out, and yeah, we'll have to take off these as well, the encoders, and take the pads out and all the buttons and everything. There we go, so everything's taken out now. Got a bag full of bits and bobs. I think I'm going to leave these mod wheels as they are, because if they don't work properly when I put them back in, it's not very useful to me then. So I'm gonna bear with that. So taking the screen out as well and everything, give it a quick wash, nothing amazing. Get rid of all the glue around there. And there's all the control panels and everything. And it is tempting, while you got it all out, to use like alcohol spray or whatever, just to give all the buttons a once over. But look, if they're not broke, don't fix it. It's just not worth it at all. So I'm just leaving them exactly how they are, because they're all perfect. And yeah, so the next thing, I'm going to just pull these out, separate them, and ready for some spray painting, which will probably be tomorrow. But you're not going to know that anyway, unless I told you. I'm giving it away now, aren't I? Yeah, so I think I'm going to scrap the idea of trying to pull that apart, because it looks like, if you look, it's all injection molded on, the back is. So I have to do some really clever masking on that, I think. What do you reckon, Lila? Say hello. What do you think? Right, so onto the spray painting and doing a quick audio overdub of all the little clips. So I haven't got a clue what I did, what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do. But hey, I haven't started spraying yet. Now I have. So don't fall into the mistake that I did. I rushed way too much and schoolboy errors. Look, oh, there's the front. Brilliant, that it is, look. What's going to happen next? Oh, look, it's done. Yeah, so that's, I think, the first coat, or the first 2 coats of white. Letting it dry a little bit. Brilliant, nice one. And those sides, they were bastard to do. They were simply because, one, I couldn't take off the black, and I didn't have any masking tape, so I had to use insulation tape. And a bit of a shit job, but it'll do. So that's the first or second coat of the white, and that red just seeped through, or septed through. And there's the last coat, I think, then of there's the schoolboy error. Look, a little bit too close, too much of a rush, but it's leveled out in the end. And again, I did want to do the underneath as best as I could, because if it's on the top of the keyboard stand and in a live show, you'll be able to see it as well. So, you know, wanted to do that. There it is, look. Oh, look at that. How brilliant is that? And that rug is actually a flying carpet I bought from Egypt. Right, and let's do the knobs. Don't laugh. No sniggering, please. There they go, look. The black by there. And, oh, that's the first coat, look. Wow. These were all right to do, they were. And the worst thing about it, I had a couple of tiny little flies that landed in the paint and just crawled their way up, which I wasn't too happy about. Oh, that's the second coat, look. This video's getting even better. It's brilliant. What's going to come next? Come on. Ah, I've turned it around now to get a better angle of all the bits that I missed on the other side, as you would. And I haven't got a clue why I filmed this bit, but I think what I'm trying to say is I'm going to do the other knobs of the Elysis at the same time. Come on, let's go outside with the pink spray paint and let's go and spray some knobs. There you go. Don't laugh. The camera doesn't pick up how vibrant it is in real life, just to let you know. Just in case you'll be disappointed. And there's the final coat. And I think the next bit, I might do those sides. No, I'm going to lacquer, look. I'm going to lacquer. I don't know what I'm talking about with the lacquer, but I've got a lot to say about it by the looks of it. So that's what I did. Look, I just used the insulation tape just so I can get to the Novation logo. Just a bit of pink highlight or accent on the side. Yeah, I know I should have just popped to the shop and got masking tape, but hey. And then as a shortcut, I used bits of paper then just to hide all the bits. And then found out that it seeped onto the other areas anyway. But, you know, that looks all right. Looks okay. Not too bad. That'll do. I'm happy with that. And I'm sure I dropped it after this and then I had to do it all over again. Hell of a job. Look at that. No one's going to nick my step ladder anyway. And that is the final lot of lacquer. Oh, there I am with the lacquer again, look. There you go. Some lacquering it all. Lacquering? Yeah, I lacquered it. And that's it. And I think the next scenes, I'm actually talking on the mic live, not this bollocks. So, yeah, there it is. Brilliant stuff. Now back over to me. Oh, more knobs. I haven't got a clue what that's about. We're all done as far as the spray painting. This was a nightmare. Try and get that done. Simply, I didn't have any masking tape, so I had to use insulation tape. It was a nightmare. Should have got some, but look, it's all right. Just wanted a little pink on the end. I can touch that up another time. No big deal. Apart from that, I think, yeah, it's looking all right. I've already put the screen cover back in, which makes it look nice. Just going to put the main board in now and start putting it all back together. I just hope the mod wheels, I didn't touch them, I just kept them as they were. I just hope they're going to be alright. There we go, the main board is back in. I'm going to have to label up in and out and what these are at the back. I suspect that's USB. SAC has them. And next I think we'll do the end cheeks, I think. They're looking nice and bright as well. So, about to put the end cheeks on, and I've noticed, look what I forgot. That'll show on the outside. Right, quick spray. Right, what I'll do next then, while those end cheeks are drying, is I'm going to put all the PCB back in. It's going to be a nightmare, because we've got to bolt all these with the tiny little washers, and I got hands like, do you know, like if humans evolved from pigs, I'm the missing link. I got really piggy hands, so that's going to be a nightmare to do. But let's crack on with it then. But that's looking all right so far. So the pads are in, and the up and roll button, and like I said, it's really good that it's got the names of what each button does on most of them anyway, which makes it a little bit more useful. Right, on to the next. Well, half of the main board's back on. It's looking all right. I'll do the knobs, don't laugh, last. Right, it's Cosmo on his door, Delilah, look. Look at her face. Let's pop a knob on. Don't want any smoking. So look. There somewhere. There we go. There it is. Yeah, it's going to look alright, I think. Sorry, Cosmo. Don't go by there now. Watch the screws as well, babe. No. Yeah, cool. Yeah, they're going to look alright. It's going to look good. If anyone could smell fire, my wife just lit the fire over there, so don't worry about it. Right, don't want any sniggering again. The knobs and the sliders are on. Nice, lovely. Fingers crossed they're not jumpy or anything, but there's no reason why they should be. Let's crack on with it. Yeah, the mod wheels are back in as well now. Picture mod, all that. I think that's it really. Yeah, shame I couldn't do them a little bit pink, but it's alright. Cool. Let's get to wiring the bugger up. Yeah, so the side cheeks are all on now. Nice. Looks better from far away. That's done. Pop the key bed in now. The key bed is in. And I'm missing a bloody screw. But it's all rock solid anyway. I'm sure we'll find it now. Rattling inside once I put it back together, I'm sure. Hope this rain holds off. There we are, we're all wired back up. I'm glad I took a picture because that was empty before starting. Yeah, I'm going to tidy the cables up and put it back together. And great news, I found that screw as well that you were all worried that I couldn't find. Yeah, let's give it a go. There you go, all done. Looking all right. Let's give it a quick test. Yeah, so everything works. Well, it looks nice. All the buttons work. There's no phantom control changes happening. Mod wheel works lovely, as well as the pitch bend. Everything's lovely, and that's the Deep 912. Brilliant. Really pleased with that. Thank you for watching, and, you know, don't forget, Horrible Life shampoo.